Hi everyone, I'm Aiden Rexford. Where we last left off, we had the choice of who we wanted to hang out with for the evening. It's no secret I am a Rofi fan, so I'm going to start this with Rofi for the first round. We are going to come back and play as everybody else, but this time we're going to start with Rofi. This is Promises to Keep. Here we go. Spotting that familiar orange dog, I make my way to the couch against the wall of the basement. He's clearly tipsy, maybe a bit more, but he seems to be enjoying himself, glass in paw, as he sways with the music coming from the jukebox. No words are needed as I sit next to him. Almost instantly, he sways in my direction, carefully resting his head on my shoulder. Hey, Leo! Hey, Rofi, how are we feeling? Good. He giggles a little. Warm. He nuzzles his head against my shoulder a little. Instinct takes over, and I find myself stroking his head, right between his ears. He leans in and starts rubbing his snout against my cheek. Ruff. Rofi doesn't say much else, but I continue to earn happy dog noises as I rub his head. We sit there together for a while, watching Theo and Ollie chat at the bar, listening as Artemis tinkers with the jukebox. I feel Hunter's eyes on us for a moment, but as I meet them, they're full of nothing but warmth. He gives me a thumbs up and a wink before returning to his billiards game. Everything about this moment just feels right. I'm where I belong, with everyone, with Rofi. I'm not sure how much time passes as we sit together. For once, I don't feel the need to keep track. At some point, Rofi sets down his mostly empty glass on the table next to us. When he settles back onto the couch, he leans against me fully, head on my chest, back against my belly. He pulls my arms around him, but shoots his puppy dog eyes at me before I say anything. Keep me warm, Leo, please. I don't put up much of a fight. We watch Ollie make his way back to the bar for another drink, giggling at something Theo says. Theo has been at it for a while now. I wonder what he's calling it a night. Hopefully never. I don't think anyone could get me to move from this spot. Right on cue, we hear Theo call out to us. Last call, folks. I'm afraid your bartender is exhausted. There it is. Do you want anything else, Rofi? The dog shakes his head slowly before letting out a yawn. I want to snuggle you. You already are. And I'm good. Hunter grabs one last shot at the bar before coming over to join us. Looks like you got yourself in a real mess, Leo. He points at the sleepy dog, basically laying on top of me, and chuckles. I don't mind, and I doubt he does either. Rofi's eyes fully shut then, and almost instantly, I feel his breathing slow down as he drifts off. He's definitely a good cuddler. For a second, the magic of the moment wavers. Have you two... Oh, yeah. As buds, yeah. Hunter looks up thoughtfully. But to answer the inevitable follow-up question, we were never really more than that. I let out the breath I was holding. He would kill me for telling you this, but he talked about you a lot when we first met and after too. I don't think he ever stopped thinking about you, honestly. And judging by your reaction, he must have been on your mind a lot too, these past years? I nod slowly. Hunter gives me a smile. Seems like this storm came at just the right time then. He gets up and stretches. By the way, the real mess starts now. He gestures at the sleeping dog on top of me. Good luck getting him off you into bed. With another chuckle, he heads off to pack up the billiards table. He was right. I didn't have the heart to wake up Rofi just yet, but Theo really seemed to be winding down. I let Rofi have a few more minutes of rest before gently shaking him awake. Huh? What's happening? Theo is cleaning up for the night, and I think Artemis is getting ready for bed. Rofi sits up. Oh, right. I forgot Artie is sleeping down here. Let's go upstairs. Sounds good to me. I help Rofi up, and he leans on me a bit, groaning. My head already hurts. Drink more water. Artemis calls from the other side of the basement. Rofi whines. I will, later. Enjoy your headache then. After checking in with Theo and wishing everyone good night, Rofi and I are the first to leave the bar. Want me to walk you upstairs? No, I'm okay. He lets out a big yawn. But can I just sleep in your room tonight? My room is so far away, and I'm about to pass out. I fall victim to his eyes, and I don't have it in me to turn him down. As long as you're happy with an air mattress. As long as you're there. I open the door to the den, ushering the dog in and closing it behind us. Rofi flops happily onto the mattress. But as I stand over the comfortable-looking dog, everything begins catching up to me. The nervousness and anxiety. The old feelings. Everything felt so natural tonight, but what if... And at that moment, I'm literally pulled out of my doubts by Rofi, his paws tugging my arms towards him. I let myself fall next to him on the mattress. I feel the stress melt away. Rofi buries his snout into my chest. We don't say anything for a while, just enjoying each other's warmth and company. An eternity passes before Rofi mumbles drowsily into my fur. I'm so happy I found you again. His speech continues to slow down with each word as he fights against the impending sleep. I missed you, Leo. I missed you too, Rofi. Our words linger in the air as we're both overcome by exhaustion. For the first time in a very long time, there's no place I'd rather be than right where I am now. Come on, Leo, walk faster. Okay, I'm coming. Hurry, we gotta get back to school soon. Are your parents already on the way? Rofi checks his phone. Not yet, I don't think so. He holds up a plastic bag. But we have to eat these before they melt. I know, let's find somewhere to sit. Rofi breaks into a light jog and I follow him. Before long, we find an empty bench under the tree in the town square and sit together. Phew, finally! I haven't had anything sugary to eat in forever. I'm able to squeeze out a response between my labored breaths. Couldn't you say that the math team was meeting for a little longer today? I would have, but I feel like Mom and Dad are catching on. We used that excuse a while back, remember? With the beginning of middle school came the greatest scheme Rofi ever crafted. A math team, a cover that lets the orange dog stay after school, safe from the watchful eyes of his parents. Technically, he wasn't lying to his parents. He was on the team, of course, and the team did have practices every Tuesday. What they didn't know was that the practices only went on for an hour. He managed to convince them that it was 2, giving us a little time together after the real meeting finished. No, I forgot. I'm having trouble remembering all the silly excuses you make up to get away from your parents. I ruffle my paw through his hair gently. He giggles and hands me one of the 2 ice cream sandwiches sitting in the bag. Not that I'm opposed to this arrangement, of course. We never had time to hang out together outside of school before. Now that we started middle school, though, I look over to Rofi as he unwraps his own treat, his excitement palpable. He looks back at me, angling his head a little. Leo, open yours. I want to try the mystery flavor at the same time as you. I blink and direct my attention to the cold snack in my paws, quickly peeling back the wrapper. Okay, 1, 2... On 3, we both take big bites of our ice cream sandwiches. Rofi immediately lets out a whine. Cold! Silly dog. He knows his teeth are sensitive, but he always insists on getting something cold and sweet when we hang out. The ice cream itself tastes like some kind of fruit, maybe apple? That's his favorite, so I'm sure he'll enjoy it once his teeth adjust. Rofi chews thoughtfully, then swallows. Cotton candy? Leo, that's your favorite. Wait, cotton candy? Mine tastes like apples. We stare at each other's sandwiches. They both look pink, certainly, but the shades seem to be different. But they always stock the same mystery flavor, unless they messed up today. Rofi gives me a grin and holds out a sandwich, now starting to drip. Trade? I know you'll like this better. And you'll enjoy mine more than I will. Here. We make the swap and continue eating. Must have been fate. We both got what we wanted. Fate? I didn't know you believed in that. Well, kinda. He checks his watch quickly, then takes another bite. Seems like we still have a little more time. I don't think that everything has already been predetermined for us. That'd be boring, right? I nod, letting his words wash over me. But I feel like some things are meant to happen. Like you might be fated to meet someone with certain traits that will influence who you become, but the exact person isn't preset. There are lots of people with similar qualities after all. I'm sure they'd influence you similarly. I suddenly feel compelled to reply. But there's no one like you. The dog goes red, then buries his snout against my shoulder. Leo, you're just saying that. No, I really mean it. I'm sure of it. Rofi lets out a few whines, then rubs his face further into my fur. I think you're pretty special too, Leo. He gives me an affectionate lick. Having finished our treats, we relax on the bench together for a moment. He snuggles closer into me, eyes cast upward at the blue firmament above. The sky is full of clouds, floating by innocuously. The tree branches above us sway in the light breeze. Everything about this moment is perfect. And we'll do it all over again tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that, forever. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I look over at the orange dog, but his eyes are closed. He must have dozed off while I was daydreaming. Wait, his parents. I start gently shaking Rofi to wake him up. Rofi, hey, your parents are probably close to campus. We have to go. The dog doesn't respond, seemingly asleep. Above us, the sky begins to dim. Rofi! I shake him a bit more forcefully. The once innocent-looking clouds darken. Hey, we really need to go back! A raindrop lands on my nose, followed by another. In the distance, thunder booms, startling me. Ah, what happened? And Rofi, it seems, enough to wake him up at least. How did it start raining so suddenly? I don't know, but we gotta get back to school. I'm sure your parents are waiting already. Rofi scrambles to check his phone. Crap! We both spring to our paws. I reach out to grab the plastic bag of sweets, but the crackling wind tears it away from me. Rofi watches it as it spirals into the sky. Rofi? The dog doesn't reply, eyes fixed on something far away. Leo? In that moment, a flash of light strikes the tree above us. One of its branches splinters off, heading directly for Rofi. Rofi! Look out! I do the only thing I can think of, and leap to shield the dog. I tackle him to the ground, squeezing him tight. We hit the ground like a sack of bricks, his form strangely liquid beneath mine. His fur feels coarse against my own. I close my eyes and brace for impact. See you in the next chapter.